Once upon a time, in a small town nestled among rolling green hills, lived a family. The Johnsons were known for their unbreakable bond and unwavering love for one another. Their hearts were tightly intertwined, like the roots of an ancient tree. But as fate would have it, circumstances led them astray. Mr. Johnson, the pillar of strength and the family's guiding light, was called away to serve in the military. It was a duty he couldn't refuse, for he believed in protecting his country and ensuring a better world for his children. Days turned into months, and months into years. The absence of their father weighed heavily on the Johnson children, Emily and Ethan, and their mother, Mrs. Johnson. Despite the geographical distance that separated them, their love remained as potent as ever, a beacon of hope in their hearts. Each night, Emily would gaze at the stars, whispering her deepest desires to the universe. She yearned for the day her father would return, imagining the warmth of his embrace and the familiar sound of his laughter. Ethan, too young to fully comprehend his father's absence, held onto the photographs scattered throughout the house, asking questions with a glimmer of innocence in his eyes. Meanwhile, Mrs. Johnson, a woman of resilience, wore a brave smile for her children, shielding them from the pain that silently gnawed at her own heart. She would pen heartfelt letters to her husband, pouring out her emotions onto the pages, telling him tales of their children's accomplishments and the milestones he was missing. One bright summer day, as the town prepared for its annual community festival, a knock echoed through the Johnsons' door. Mrs. Johnson, her heart racing with anticipation, opened it to find a military officer standing before her. Her eyes widened, tears welling up as she read the joyous news in the officer's eyes. Mr. Johnson had completed his service and was finally coming home. News spread like wildfire throughout the town, and the Johnson household buzzed with excitement. The children's eyes lit up with a newfound fervor, their dreams finally taking shape. Emily raced to prepare her father's favorite meal, her hands trembling with love and longing. Ethan danced around the house, setting the table with childish delight, his laughter filling the air. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting hues of gold and orange across the sky, a car pulled up outside the Johnsons' home. The door creaked open, and there, standing tall and proud, was Mr. Johnson. His eyes met Mrs. Johnson's, and in that instant, the years of separation melted away. They embraced tightly, tears of joy streaming down their faces, their hearts reunited at long last. Emily and Ethan, unable to contain their excitement, sprinted into their father's open arms. Laughter and cries of elation echoed through the house as the family held each other, cherishing the long-awaited reunion. It was a moment of pure bliss, a chapter that would forever be etched in their memories. In the days that followed, the Johnsons relished in their togetherness. They spent lazy afternoons picnicking in the park, exploring nature's wonders, and telling stories under a starlit sky. Each passing day strengthened their bond, reaffirming the power of love and resilience in overcoming life's challenges. The Johnsons, once separated by duty and circumstance, now stood united, their spirits intertwined like a tapestry woven with love. Their journey had tested their patience and endurance, but it had also forged an unbreakable connection that would guide them through any storm. And so, the Johnson family, with hearts full of gratitude, continued to create their own tale of love, hope, and the enduring.